Now, if you're going to speak English well, you are going to have to build your confidence first. If you are a shy or nervous person, even in your own native language, you're going to have problems to speak in any other language. This is the problem that Uri has. Remember Uri? He has told me himself that he has a problem with speaking in small groups of people, in a meeting for instance. So he's generally quite shy, even in his own language. But with my help on how to become a more confident English speaker, he is starting to change this. Remember, the first thing you must change in order to become a good, confident English speaker is to improve your confidence. This is the first thing you must do. Learning how to become confident is like learning how to ride a bike. Once you've mastered it, you never ever forget how to do it, how to apply it to your everyday life, not necessarily just about speaking to other people or other groups of people. I have been working in the media industry for over 12 years, and during that time I had the privilege to work with some top media people. During my time there, I have observed that the better someone looks and sounds in recorded media, the faster their confidence grows. This is very important, and I've explained all of this in lesson 1. The big question is, how do you become a more confident English speaker?
I started lessons in January, but in March we started recording videos, which basically I consider as a start of my process of improving my confidence, because it involves camera and recording, and that's why I think that this helps me.
Let's review lesson 1 really quickly. Now, in that lesson I spoke about how it is important to record yourself in good quality media, both the good quality sound and good quality video, and to look back at it, both as a learning experience and as a confidence booster. Good quality media is your mirror, and this is what you use to reflect yourself back at you so that you can see what you can be, what you can be like. Sound quality is the most important aspect, but I will explain why in a later video. So as a summary for lesson 1, put yourself in good quality media and then review your performance. Lesson 2, create an alter ego character. Now, let me explain. Remember Uri? Now, I am also teaching him these lessons on how to become a more confident English speaker. Let's watch his next video to see how he is progressing.
Hi everyone! Today it is my pleasure to talk about strengths of Slovak people. I don't want to mention stereotypes anymore. Instead, I would like to emphasize our real strengths. For example, I used to think that Slovakia is not a clean country. But recently I changed my mind after my trip to Sicily, when I've seen that the waste management didn't work at all there, and there were a lot of garbage in the streets. And then I realized that comparing to other countries, Slovakia's streets of Slovak cities are relatively clean, and waste management works very well. It was not always like that. A few decades ago, for example, we had to learn how to separate waste and how not to litter. And nowadays, I think that it could be considered as our strength. Our economy is focused on research, technology, automotive, IT. There are a lot of companies started by Slovaks that made it from small local companies to worldwide known brands, and I consider also this as our strength. On the other hand, a lot of international companies choose Slovakia to test their innovative products. For example, banks in Slovakia used to promote contactless payments heavily, and they adapted really quickly, which made Slovakia one of the first leaders in the numbers of contactless payments. And I consider also this as our strength. I can also mention long maternity leave, for example, and huge reserves of fresh water, which are more our advantages than our strengths. And that's why I would rather finish it here, and thank you all for watching.
So, what is an alter ego character? An alter ego, Latin for other I, means an alternate self, one which is believed to be distinct from a person's normal, true, original personality. To find your alter ego will require you to find your other self. Your other self that has a different personality to the way you normally live your everyday life. This is a character you create for yourself to do the difficult things in life. So if you are the kind of person who is shy, who cannot speak to a group of people, like you are for instance, or find it difficult, then you create this alternate self. You create this alter ego character to step in and become this brave personality who can get the job done. It's all psychological, it's all in your mind. So how do we create this alter ego character, this alternate self? The alter ego practice is not a new concept. It's been around for hundreds of years. And actually, Cicero first created the phrase in 1st century Rome as part of his philosophical ideas. But he called it a second self, a trusted friend. The existence of another self was first recognized in the 18th century by Anton Mesmer, and he was a medical doctor. So again, how do we create this alter ego character, this other self, this alternate personality that helps us to get these difficult things done in life? How do we create this character? In my next video, I will talk more about how you can create your alter ego character to help you become a more confident English speaker.